Hey, is everybody ready for finding Bigfoot this week? What's up, everyone? Cyber here. We are at the Clayridge Circuit this week for Wreckfest, and we are going to be heading out with the Stellar, rocking the old school Bigfoot paint scheme, same as it was in the Eagles Peak videos back in December. Don't need to get into too much detail about this. You guys already know about this car. It's fast become one of my favorites in the game. I love it. I love the way it drives. I love the way it handles. However, I don't know how it's going to be this week. Clayridge is probably one of my worst tracks in this game, so I imagine this is going to be a video full of torture for me. So let's get out on track and take a look at things, shall we? We got a few new tricks for you with the track tour this week. We're going to start things off by riding along for the first lap around Clayridge. As you see, we come off the line, very, very wide front straightaway. Easy to do, about 4 or 5 wide here, just before you hit the chute, where you have to narrow it down to about 2 abreast if you want to avoid disaster and into the very, very tight first turn as we head up the hill here. And when we get to the top of the hill, the track forks. On the first lap, we're going to take the right side, which is easier to navigate and a little bit easier to drive down this hill here, but it creates a lot sharper entry into the final set of corners, which will cost you some speed, especially when you factor in the clay ruts in this corner here. So you can see the car bouncing up and down. Swing out wide as you pull back onto the asphalt, and as you come across the start-finish line here, we'll switch camera views. Again, very wide front stretch before it narrows up at the chute going up this hill here. This is a great view right here. I love this camera angle. And again, we'll come up the hill, and this time we're going to go to the left, which is a little bit more technical side of the track. There are some high clay berms that you have to be very careful of because it'll upset the car and even put it on its side. But if you can navigate this properly and keep good speed, you can make some really, really strong passes coming through this final corner here. And with the start-finish line being situated right off of the turn, you can sneak a pass right at the end of the race if need be. Now that we've got that taken care of, let's get into some racing action, shall we? Now, I made mention in the intro that this is probably one of my weakest tracks in all of Wreckfest, so we're going to run a practice round here against the AI, and we are going to take the Talladega approach here and let everybody go on by. We'll drop to the back and let things unfold in front of us so that we can see what we're in for with other cars on track. And oh, it is kicking off into the chute. We're going to try to get through it, and we're airborne. Oh! Wow. That was something. We need to take another look at that. Coming through the front stretch here, things just started to kick off going up through the chute. Look at this, and we end up looking like a breaching humpback whale, just with much less grease and a lot more damage. As we take a look at the in-car view, you can see just how quickly all this unfolds.
Flying through the air, this is not good.
Can I just say it makes for a good joke, but I really hate that movie. Anyway, moving on. Rejoining the action here, we are up to 8th spot starting lap 2. I'm going to head up the chute here and see what we can make happen going into turn 1. And oh, we've got an engine fire. Head for the ambulance because we are toast. This one is done. Alright, so I think we're ready for some online racing here. We're starting in 7th spot out of 15. And let's see what we can make happen here on this first lap. See if we can get through turn 1 safely. We've got a Grand Duke driver who is just shoving us down the front stretch here. We'll go into the chute in 4th spot, and oh, we're getting shoved, and oh, here we go. It's already opening up, and we are just getting pushed around and back to 13th. That's a loss of 9 positions before we even get to turn 1. Let's see if we can recover a little bit here. Everybody seems to be going to the right at the fort. Well, most of the field does. We're going to be behind Tango Lead on the left side as we come through here. And oh, he's going to go up and over, hit the berm there. And we go too wide and get into the clay banking, which is really upsetting to the car here. Try to get back on track. Get through this turn very smoothly. No contact here. We're going to be side by side with Daminator starting lap 2 here. I'll try to keep on his inside, see if I can pick the position up in the first turn. But I'm too busy watching him and not paying attention. We overdrive the corner, and a bunch of us just go off track there. Tangleweed recovered from his flip and has gotten back around us. And we're going to try... I'm going to make this left side work. And oh, no. Oh, no. Just like I said, up and on its side. Please come back down. Please come back down. Good. No reset there, but we are going to lose a whole bunch of spots that we had gained. So try to get back up with this part of the field here. We got Scary Harry and the Grand Duke right here. We'll bounce off him just a little bit coming through the final corner here. And we got a bunch of cars going off. We'll try to get past them. Oh, I misjudged that one. I thought he was going to be further across the track than what he was. And back to 10th yet again. Like I said, this is my weakest course, so this is pretty much what I expected this was going to be. Up the hill yet again. See if we can recover a little bit here. I'm going to make this left side work. Let's try it again. Through, nice and easy. Try to keep the speed up. And then try to get down towards the inside here. Don't get up near that banking because that's really, really upsetting. And okay, there we go. Now we're back in the action just a little bit here. Got Mob Dish and Scary Harry up ahead of us. Scary Harry is going to try and... I should not have made that pass. I should not have made that pass. Oh, I knew it. I knew as soon as I got around him that that was going to happen. We're going to have to reset after being up in the rocks. And now we're back to 11th. This is going just wonderfully, isn't it, everybody? All right. And yeah, we're going to try to stay away from Scary Harry as he's proven to be somebody we don't really want to be around. And we're going to bounce off this guy in the Rocket RX. Pick up that spot up to 9th. We've only got 2 laps to go. We're almost 30 seconds behind the leader. This is now just going to be about survival and getting whatever we can out of this race. Up the hill again. Nice and easy. We'll pick up a spot here. Ooh, that was Bigfoot. We found Bigfoot. It only took not even an entire race. Very nice. Ooh, two-wheeling it. And up on the banking. Alright. Nice and smooth. I'm getting a little bit better over here. And as we come into the corner, you can see the closing rate. When you come down that left side, you can see that close rate through those final corners. We get around Gary Smith for president, and we are going to go side by side with Mob Dish. Actually, he's got a little bit more speed. Maybe I'll let him go. Ooh, we get together. Try to get around him on the outside. Oh, and Mob Dish has decided he's not even going to attempt to make the turn as G-Cake gets the win. Oh, we have to reset again. And this is probably going to be where we end up finishing this first race out. Not close enough to the cars in front to really make any kind of headway on them. And Mob Dish went the other way, so I'll be able to pull away from him. Yep, we're going to end this one as we come through the final corner with an 8th spot. Don't know how I feel about that, but I don't know what I really expected from this. Right then, on to the next. Alright, getting ready for race number 2 here. Same starting spot. Let's see if we can make things a little bit better for ourselves on this first lap. And as we come off the line, we're already going about 4 wide through this straightaway. I'm going to be the one to back off because I do not want to... Oh, no, we're getting pushed. We're in it. Oh, we're really in it. Let's try to get it going straight again. Really? Oh. Alright, don't know what I expected, but once again... back to 13th. Not quite sure how many spots we lost on that one, but we are dead last at the moment, so let's see where we end up now. Try to just do a little bit better than the last time. Again, left side. I'm really, really trying to make this left side work. Whoa, two-wheeling it. That's really not what I was trying to do at all. But the field is pretty well and bunched up here as we come around to the front straightaway, so that's going to help us out. We got one going off track. We got guys all over this course, but as wide as it is, that's not surprising. Head in here on the brakes, overshot the corner. That's going to put us way off. And Tilly Man is going to get by again. And we've got Evil Jim and the Super Venom. And AL2D Mono is getting on my nerves a little bit here. And again, making this side work. Nope. Well, as I say that, I go up on 2 wheels again. Down through here. Oh, Mono up in the banking. We'll get by him fairly easily. And, whoa, out the tires. Oh, Tillyman and I make contact. Get yourself straightened out. Get yourself straightened out. Very nice. Back on track and ease into this corner. Oh, and Tillyman with the big, like, revenge hit. And now he's trying to turn us. What? Really? I let you get straightened out. Come on now. All right. Through here, we're going to follow Jim down this part of the track. Oh, he's going to make contact with CMT 750, and we're going to go in between the two of them. And then we'll go in between these guys, and Tillyman forces us up onto the banking here. I've had about enough of him, so around you go. I'm not even going to lift here. All right. And now we're starting the second half of the race in 7th position. We got Jacko to our inside. I'm going to over-brake here and let him, overshoot the corner, and we'll just go right on past. And we're just going to try to keep Jim and the Super Venom here in our sights. And if we can do that, as overpowered as those cars are, we should be able to make our way through the field here, at least somewhat. I don't know if we're going to make it all the way to the front, but we'll make it up further than what we are now. Nice and easy through this corner here. And we've got some breathing room now, so we just kind of relax and make laps. Focus on the corners, make sure we hit our marks. Bounce off the wall a little bit there. Doesn't hurt us too much, though. Up and, whoa. Okay, we got one reset. That's going to pick us up a spot there. And Jim cuts underneath the rammer here. Full bore, he goes up and over. So he's going to lose some time. If anything, we've actually closed in just a little bit. We're holding pretty tight with this guy. Maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to pull it up to a 3rd spot. We just need the opening to be able to get around. Ooh, he brakes way too hard and almost loses it. That's going to open it up underneath for us. And through we go. With half a lap to go, I think this is going to be where we end up. Jayville Jaguars is 6.5 seconds up on us in 2nd spot. That's the best the Jaguars ever do. Dragon Mama 99 is going to end up winning this one. Jaguars finishes 2nd, and yes, we will manage to come through 3rd despite Jim's best efforts. That one was much better, though that first turn is still a mess. Alright, so I don't know if I've got more confidence or less going into this one, but we are starting a little bit further up. 4th spot out of 16, so let's get moving here. We are going to lose a little bit of time already just because of the fact our car doesn't have the straightaway speed as some of these other guys. And man, it is, oh, here we go. It is kicking off. We're upside down and nowhere to go. Oh. Okay. Reset before we even get to turn 1. And we go from about 5th spot back to 15th. It's been the running theme of these races here. Pick up a couple of spots because the Ted Bundy fan club is too busy messing with some of the back markers in the field here. And you know what? We're going to go to the right this time because I need a little bit of a break. And we'll cut down under Nordbrus here, but that's going to take us out towards that banking. Oh, puts the back up a little bit. Could have been better, but it could have been worse, so we're not too bad. Not a bad recovery either, back up to 8th spot after the first lap. Let's see what we can make happen here as we continue along. We got a little bit of breathing room, so we'll take this corner nice and easy. Several cars that did not take it well, so that's going to catch us back up with part of the field here. We got Mad Maddox on our inside. I want to go to the left. I want to go to the left. Thank you. That's probably going to cost us a little bit, but... Ooh, and we got Satan himself is just tumbling up and over. Hopefully he doesn't open up a portal from hell that swallows up everyone in front of him now. We come back around. We are up to 6th. DB17 out in the lead with about a 13-second advantage. So, again, unless something happens, we may be out of the question as far as getting a win this week. And the Ted Bundy fan club continues to screw around with other cars in the field. And almost gets us out of shape, but we managed to save it. Ooh, Mad Maddox gets into Hoosier Dog. And we're going to get up against the back of him. We'll follow him down the hill here. Crazy Phase managed to get past the Ted Bundy fan club, and he is just on a tear trying to get back up through the field now. through the final corner here. Try to stay off of his door. And we'll be running side by side. He'll have a little bit better straightaway speed through here, so we'll let him go a little bit. And hopefully somebody overdrives a corner on the brakes. Yep, Mad Maddox really overdrives the corner here. We'll get to his inside. Get inside Hoosier Dog as well. But, oh, up on the berm. And, oh, Mad Maddox up on his side and turns us around. So now we have to continue to try and make up time that we were actually making up already. Down the hill again. Try to keep the speed up as much as possible here. We've got Hoosier Dog and Crazy Phase up ahead. I think we'll be able to get back to them probably by the time we get to the top of the hill before the fork. And, oh, big hit. Crazy Phase. Oh, I didn't even pay attention to what was in front of me because I was too busy watching the wagon flipping over the fence. Through here. And, oh, there's the Ted Bundy fan club again, but Norbrus has had enough of his shenanigans and shoves him off the course. Very nice, actually. I'm all for that. Down the hill, Hoosier Dog way out of shape, up over the berms. That's going to make that an easy, easy pass. Up to third now on the final lap. And the second place car is up off the course and stuck. So now we will be up to second. And that 13-second lead that DB17 had is down to about 5.5. I don't know that we're going to be able to catch up with him, but we're going to do everything possible to make it as tight as possible. And as we come through here, again, I'm making this left side work. And wait a minute. Oh, the leader is tied up with the back of the field on the other side. And we are going to stumble our way into a victory in the final turn of the final race once again. And you know what? As challenging as this track is, I will take that gladly. You know, usually people who talk about Wreckfest joke about the turn 1 meme. This is one of the tracks in this game where things go completely off the rails before you even get to turn 1. You know, and in that respect, I think for a game called Wreckfest, it really lives up to the name just for that. As you can see, it's just complete chaos through the chute going up this hill here. Really technical track, really fun track to race on, very hard to race on, but it's also just, if you get too jumbled up, it is complete and total chaos. But this has been a blast. Thank you all for watching. I will catch you for the next video. Until then, peace out, Cub Scouts.